It's the Sean Widmer Podcast. It's a journal by someone that just really doesn't like to write.
Okay, it's time to podcast. Going to get this up way late today. We had a crazy night at the Widmer house. We had a lot of guests. We're going to celebrate here in a few minutes. Very excited. Very cool news. One of the reasons this is going up late today. And then I've got to stop doing something that's very bad. I got to stop doing it. We'll talk about that. But we had a crazy night here last night. I'm built to have two kids, I think. We have three. And last night we had two cousins over. And a third was kind of in and out, coming down to play. He lives down the street, so it's great. So there's points where we had 6 kids in our house. It's too many. It's too many. So we had a wild night. We had a lot of fun though, but a wild, crazy night here with the kiddos. And then they spent the night. 2 of them spent the night. So it trickled over into this morning. Just a lot of chaos. A lot of answering with the word no, which is unfortunate. But just a lot of questions. Kids don't care to ask the most ridiculous questions. Maybe the strategy is I'm getting asked the craziest stuff. Like, can we make and eat a chocolate cake entire thing right now? Well, obviously the answer is no. So they hit you with all of these no's and get you on your heels. Then when they say something like, well, can we just have one popsicle? You're like, yeah, that makes more sense. So it's very much a day of saying no, and I felt bad. Anyways, the reason we had the cousins over is because my nephew Eli is playing in the Little League World Series, the Cal Ripken Babe Ruth World Series. And I've done a lot of research. We'll talk about that here in a little bit because it's a foreign world to me. But 10U, Eli won today. Freaking won it. Champion. World Series champ. Little League World Series champ. Babe Ruth World Series champ. Awesome. They were down 4-0 going into the 4th inning and whittled away. Couple runs here, couple runs there, and then a walk-off bloop ground ball where the bases were loaded and the first baseman threw home late. Kids slid in. 5-4 final. Nephew Eli is a champion. I could not be more thrilled for him. I am hyped for him. It was awesome. He's the man. He's the man. He is going to be. He's an uber athlete, and he's going to have so much success through his sports career. It's crazy. And the greatest kid. I was pumped for him. And brother-in-law Chris was coaching, so that was cool. Pretty awesome moment for the fam. Very excited for Eli. And now, Chris, you owe me $1,000 in mental health bills because of babysitting and having a million kids in my house. So, maybe they pay you out for winning the World Series, and I'll take a cut of it. I learned a lot about the World Series. It's crazy because I got duped. I don't know everything in the world about little kids baseball, and it was a big deal. They made the World Series, so I'm excited. I'm pumped, and everyone keeps saying, "Oh, Eli's going to the Little League World Series." Well, I'm a West Coast guy, and I'm realizing now, being on the East, that there's 2 different leagues for little kids. There's a Little League World Series that I think the West Coasters and internationals know about, and that's the one that's on ESPN, where that one's going to start up here in a couple weeks. But then there's this other one, Babe Ruth World Series, which is also enormous. It's huge, and it's the same kind of stuff. It's a high-level little kid baseball, and that's the one Eli's in. But I was trying to figure out what the difference is. What's up, Huck? What's up, bro? Hang on, let's see what the question is. This will be good. What's the question, my guy? Now? Can we take the tunnel off Rainbow Road? We'll get Rainbow Road fixed up right after I'm done recording. Promise.
It's the
Mario Kart one?
tunnel.
And it goes down the tunnel?
All win.
Okay, they all win. Okay, so we'll take it off here in a little bit. You got it. Yep, you got it, bro. We got to fix some. Huck's been playing tracks for about 10 hours today. So if you're a West Coaster listening, you probably don't know a ton about the Babe Ruth World Series, but it looks like, and I was looking at the brackets. I've been trying to figure out what are the differences, and I can't get an answer from anyone. I was talking to my brother-in-law Patrick, and he was kind of explaining it to me. But what it looks like is the Babe Ruth World Series, a lot heavier East Coast representation. For instance, their championship bracket is 14 teams, and 7 of them, I think 7 of them are Alabama and East, and then there was 3 international teams, France, Mexico, and is that it? Is it just 2 international teams? France and Mexico. So you got 2 international, and Puerto Rico. So 3 international teams. And then you had a couple West Coast teams. You had a team from California, a team from Meridian, Idaho, and I think that is it. So it's an East Coast league. It's East Coast baseball is what it looks like. We're like the Little League World Series you watch on ESPN. It's 20 teams in their championship tournament. 10 of them are international teams. So you got Australia, Mexico, Panama, a Latin American champion, Caribbean champion, Europe versus Asia, or Europe versus Africa champ, a Canadian team, an Asia Pacific team, Curacao, and Japan. So you got 10 internationals, and then your U.S. is a spread. So it's a Great Lakes team, a mountain team, Southwest, Southeast, Northwest, Metro, Mid-Atlantic, New England, West, Midwest. So you've got more of I guess the Little League one, the one that's on ESPN, is just a little broader scope of teams. But this other one is Babe Ruth World Series. Super cool. Eli's team beat France, I think it was. They didn't get a play against France. They beat a Virginia team. They beat a Hawaii team. And then they won it by beating this New Jersey team through the championship bracket. So stinking cool. They did play, I think, France in the pool play. It's crazy though. But I have spent way too much time just trying to figure out the differences between these two leagues. And you'll read one article that's like the Babe Ruth World Series is hands down better than the Little League. And then you'll read an article that's like Little League, no doubt. It's crazy. And I'm like, it's little kids playing baseball. Like, can I just get an answer, please? But it was awesome. So congratulations, Eli. He's a World Series champ. You can't take that away from him. And I bet you if you threw his team into the ESPN one, if they got to play here in a couple weeks, which they should, if you win the Babe Ruth World Series, you should get to go to Williamsport, Pennsylvania on August 19th. And you should get to be one of the teams in that World Series and just run through that. Anyhow, there's baseball, little kids baseball for you. Boy, there it is. Woods was watching a little bit today. Will he make it? Hard to tell. Okay. I got to stop doing this. So we had some landscaping stuff done at my house, and this is the latest time this has happened. It happened when we had a refrigerator, or no, our washing machine died, and we had a new washing machine delivered. And then it happened at an event I was working at where if there is someone who is Latino who comes by my house, I get very excited because I grew up in Venezuela. So it very much, hearing Spanish, seeing someone who might just be from Venezuela, Latin America, where the cultures can kind of be similar, I get very excited, and it is a great blast from the past. So we had some landscape work done. We had a tree taken out in our front yard. And the guy who did it, my man, gave me his business card, Jose Flores. Jose Flores is the Flores Tree Service here in Lexington. He's the man. He was great. He and his wife own it. I love this guy. His business card's hilarious. It's so solid. His wife is holding like championship trophies. He's the man. So he comes out, he rips this tree up. And this is, again, like the third time this has happened in the last 6 months, where someone who obviously I've passed by him and the guys he's working with, they're charlando en español, they're speaking Spanish. So he comes to the door to get his check, and I go to give it to him, and I say, "Epa, muchas gracias." So thanks a lot. And then he looks at me and kind of freezes, and he asks me if I have any questions, preguntas, and that was the moment where I realized, yeah, I do. I need to know like how to take care of the stuff that he just ripped up so nothing grows back. And I look and I realize, well, I have no clue how to speak that in Spanish. And so now I'm just staring at him, realizing I have to switch to English. And all I've said to him so far is gracias. So then he asked me in Spanish if I have questions. I have to switch back to English. Now I look extremely stupid and very inappropriate where it's like, oh, you must speak Spanish. Your name's Jose Flores. You must speak Spanish. I know a word, gracias. And then he's like, okay, well, keep going then, buddy. Preguntas. And I'm like, so this part right here where you rip that tree out, dude, like, what do I need to put on it? And he kind of nods his head like, poser. Stop. Yeah, I speak Spanish. Thank you for pointing out that I speak Spanish. And wow, I'm so impressed that you know one word that everyone knows. Do you want to say hola? Do you want to ask me where the bathroom is? And I felt about an inch big. I felt tiny. And I told you this happened before. It happened when these guys delivered this washing machine. One of them was from Venezuela. So I was super excited. And I relayed to him that I was from Venezuela, that I grew up there. And he then started talking fast, and I just stared at him. And then I was like, yeah, I don't really speak Spanish. He's like, so you're not from Venezuela, you faker. And then you just feel like an idiot. I did it again at Keeneland. I did it out there at an event, and so I got to stop. As much as I love, and I'm proud of the fact that I grew up in a Latin American country, and at one point I spoke Spanish pretty well and was really ingrained into the Latin culture, and it's my favorite culture still, and I love it. I miss it. It's the best. I gotta be okay with bailing from trying to talk Spanish because I don't know it, and I haven't kept up on it, and so I just look totally idiotic when I try it. Gracias. Preguntas? Yeah, dude, I do have so many questions. I'm going to ask you in English, though, because obviously you and I are tight in English, but I did just say thank you. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Eli, you the freaking man. You the man. 55. Number 55 in your program, number 1 in our hearts, Eli Walker, World Series champion. Let's go. I don't know what the next step up is, 12U? I think he just won 10U, so now is it 12U? Go win that one too, big dog. Eli was a stud today too. You want to talk about pitching excellence? Eli freaking Walker. All right, see you.